Warriors! Welcome back to another edition of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. I am James Charles, and I'm so glad you're here as we kick off an exciting new season of Warrior Athletics. Before we dive into this week's highlights, I just want to take a moment to remind everyone what this channel is all about. The Grass Lake Sports Report was created with one goal in mind: to shine a spotlight on our kids, our coaches, and our community. Too often, youth sports moments pass by in a blur: big plays, small victories, lesson learned, and memories made. Our mission is to slow things down, celebrate those stories, and make sure the efforts of our young athletes don't go unnoticed. This isn't just about scores and stats, it's about teamwork, dedication, sportsmanship, and pride in being a Warrior. Every week, we'll be bringing you recaps, interviews, and features that highlight not only the action on the field or court, but also the people and values behind the jerseys. Now, with the summer season in the rearview mirror, the kids are back to school, we get to turn the page and start fresh with fall sports. And what a lineup we have! Football under the Friday night lights, volleyball battles in the gym, soccer matches full of grit and determination, cross-country runners pushing their limits, and all the other programs that make Grass Lake such a special place for athletics. This really is the heartbeat of our community. Families coming together, kids chasing their dreams, coaches investing their time and passion, and fans filling the stands to cheer them on. And through it all, this channel will be here to capture the moments, tell the stories, and keep you connected week after week. So, buckle up. It's going to be a fun season. Let's dive into our first full week of fall sports action here in Grass Lake. Here we go.
Very exciting news coming out of the Grass Lake Athletic Department as they have announced the 2025 Hall of Fame class. The 2008 state champion baseball team, the 2006 football state runner-up team, Bill Willis and Michael Vasilio. The class will be introduced at halftime of the football game on October 10th against Michigan Center. The following night, on October 11th, there will be an awards banquet and ceremony held at Grass Lake High School. Hors d'oeuvres will be served at 4:30 with the banquet meal being served at 5, and the awards ceremony to be held at 6 p.m. in the auditorium. Tickets for the event will cost $20, with inductees being free, and can be purchased at the door. Congratulations to all of those 2025 Grass Lake Warrior Hall of Fame recipients.
In soccer news, the boys' high school soccer team kicked off their regular season Wednesday night at Stoker Field. Unfortunately, the JV game against Detroit Catholic Central was canceled due to scheduling conflicts, but the varsity boys had a conference game against Leslie, in which they won handily, 8-0. Several guys scoring goals: Nolan Allen with 2, Gunnar Harbottle with 1, Nathan Maynard with 1, Lucas Hazelshort with 1, Rogan Salo with 2, Andre Sinka with 1. Great performance all around for these boys, and way to get that regular season kick started with a big conference win. So they will start off conference play 1-0 on Saturday. They moved to the Battle for Jackson tournament at Northwest, competing against Northwest, Jackson High, Lumen Christi, Jackson Christian, Columbia Central Western, and Michigan Center. Their first game of the day was against Northwest, which they won with about 40 seconds remaining in the game, 1-0 over Northwest to advance to the semifinal. The semifinal game was against Jackson High, ended in regulation 0-0, and unfortunately, Our Warrior boys ultimately fell short in a shootout to Jackson High. They moved on to their third game, which was a consolation championship game against Jackson Christian. And after a scoreless first half, Nick Konsolik scored the only goal of the game to give the Warriors a 1-0 win and third place overall in the Battle for Jackson tournament. Now, I I will say this. I don't know a lot about soccer. I've never been a big soccer fan. I am, however, a fan of competition, especially watching and seeing our Warriors compete. With that being said, I don't know, like I said, I don't know a lot about soccer, but here's what I will say is these boys have played 4 games this week and they gave up one goal. One goal. Just stop and think about it. 4 games this week and gave up one goal. I'd say they got some things figured out. There's always more to figure out, but they've got some things figured out, and this is shaping up to be an exciting team to watch. Um, awesome start to the season for these boys. Let's keep the pedal down, and we look forward to seeing them in action next week at Michigan Center on Wednesday night, 5:30 start time. Keep it up, boys. Let's go. Our Lady Warriors kicked off their varsity volleyball season this week. Unfortunately, I do not have any photos or videos from their competitions this week on Wednesday and Saturday. Wednesday, the Lady Warriors traveled to Tecumseh to face off against 3 tough teams. They started the night against Tecumseh, dropping both sets 22-25, 16-25. Moving on to Dexter, they battled back and forth, splitting sets 1 and 2, 26-24, 21-25, and then dropping the third 17-25. They finished the night with a great win against Ida in 3 sets, 19-25, 25-23, and 25-19. Returning sophomore Vivian Vitale led defensively with 22 digs and served 27 for 30 with 15 points and 3 aces. Freshman Sydney Palmer followed with 14 digs and had a perfect night, serving 28 for 28 with 16 points and 6 aces. Sophomore Haley Laurie led with 32 assists. Returning front row players Ashley Simon, Addie Henson, and Reese Lape were big at the net. Henson led with 21 kills, Lape followed with 18, and Simon trailed with 16. Returner Grace Stegel Lewis had a few runs at the service line, serving 14 for 19 with 9 points, while freshman Dylan France went 16 for 22 with 15 points and 3 aces. Overall, a great opening performance for such a young and competitive team. The Warriors then traveled to Chelsea Saturday morning. The Lady Warriors were placed in a tough pool with Parmer Western, Bronson, and Lenawee Christian. They ended up 2-4 after pool play, with losing to Western 2 sets, 22-25, 15-25, splitting with Lenawee Christian, 16-25, 25-18, and then also splitting with Bronson, 25-19, and a close one, 24-26. Moving on to bracket play, they ended their day by dropping 2 sets to Woodhaven. Very close sets, 21-25 and 23-25. The team fought hard all day long with adapting to various lineups. Reese Lape had an all-around great day, leading with 22 kills and snagging 18 digs. Lape served 24 for 25 with 9 points and 5 aces. Vivian Vitale served 31 for 33 with 20 points and 6 aces. Vitale had 23 digs for the day. Sydney Palmer had 31 digs and served 20 for 23 with 11 points. Haley Laurie served 25 for 30 with 14 points and 5 aces. Laurie led with 27 assists. Addie Henson had 10 kills, and Elira Pastrozzi had 9 kills and 5 blocks. The Warriors will move into home action on Tuesday night. So come out, watch some Lady Warriors compete in the Grass Lake Gym Tuesday night. Last Thursday night, our boys of fall were finally able to get out on the field and get against some other competition. They scrimmaged Springport, both the JV and the varsity players. So it was good for them guys to get out and get some helmets cracking, get some pads cracking, and see what they're made of, work out some kinks. Looking forward to what they can do this week as the JV team is home and the varsity is away. Let's go, boys.
If you have a young warrior that is interested in taking up bowling, Suburban Lanes has a youth bowling league that will begin on September 6th. They have two sessions. First session will start at 8:30. These will be Saturday mornings. 8:30 is a more advanced level of play, which includes rental shoes and 3 games of bowling in a tournament style league. They also have a 10:30 time slot, which is geared towards younger kids and beginner bowlers. But if you're interested in getting signed up for that, get a hold of Suburban Lanes. They can steer you in the right direction. I will also have contact information in the description of the show. But once again, that's at Suburban Lanes on Saturday mornings, 8:30 and 10:30, beginning September 6th. Are you ready to aim high and shoot for success? The CST Strikers youth shooting team is welcoming new athletes ages 8 and above for the upcoming season in shotgun sports and pistol rifle disciplines. Trial shooting lessons are coming up, and those are free. Uh, Shotgun trial shoot is Tuesday, August 26th from 5:30 to 7:30. And then the following day, on Wednesday, August 27th, is pistol rifle trial shoot. That's at the Grass Lake Sportsman's Club. There's also a informational meeting Wednesday, September 3rd from 6 to 8 at the Grass Lake Sportsman Club. Learn about the schedules, the expectations, the costs, and more. Just remember you need hearing protection, eye protection, and closed toe shoes. Don't be bringing those sandals to the shooting range. No experience is necessary. They'll teach you everything you need to know. Come meet the coaches, try out the gear, and see if this sport is right for you. You can email CSTstrikers at pewinc.org or visit them online, CSTStrikers.square.site. And I will, as always, put that link in the descriptions for you. Once again, that's the youth shooting team, CST Strikers.
Last week was the final week of the Michigan Youth Basketball League at Chelsea High School. On Wednesday night, um, Owen Schaefer and Wyatt Charles and their Grizzlies took on Kaline, Colton, Wyatt Roberts, Miles, Zach, Brennan, and Charlie and their Bulls team in the semifinals for the championship of the league. This was a defensive battle from start to finish. As you can see here, rebound by the Grizzlies. Rebound was the key today. Uh, Grizzlies up 9-5 after the first quarter. Like I said, defensive battle the entire time. Steal there, loose ball. Grizzlies come up, jump ball, getting on the floor and getting dirty. Here we go, another defensive possession for the Grizzlies. Miles comes in, turns it over. Great defense. Grizzlies come up with a loose ball on that play. Shot goes up, and Miles with a big defensive rebound. Here we go with the Grizzlies working the board again. Down low, Owen doing what he does. Wyatt chasing down a loose ball. Good hustle play. Back to Owen. Shot goes up. Rebound. Like I said, rebounds are the name of the game and the foul. At halftime, 14-8. I'll say it again. Defensive battle. Shot goes up. Defensive rebound by Owen Schaefer. He is just a beast on the boards. Wyatt working it up top. He finds his man open. Takes it hard to the hole. Grizzlies 4-2. Shot goes up. Another defensive rebound for Wyatt. Wyatt sees an opening and pushes it down the floor hard. Taking it around the back. Little whoop-de-whoop. And 2. The end of the third quarter, it is 18-9. Grizzlies in the lead. Once again, here we go. If you get rebounds, give yourself a second chance. Grizzlies score on the second chance. Shot goes up, rebounds. Grizzly, loose ball. Owen scoops that up. Pressure from the Bulls here in the fourth quarter, trying to stay in it, trying to get it back. Wyatt working it hard. Gets it crossed half court, finds his teammate. Once again, like I said, defense is the key. Trying to get a turnover here. Owen keeping it alive. Grizzlies are still pounding the board. Sticking with it. Rebound after rebound. Rebound after rebound. Me-bound, I guess is what they call it. Grizzlies finally get on the board. Here we go with the Bulls. Pressure defense again. Turn it over. And 2. Staying in the game. Staying in the game are the Bulls. The Bulls pressuring again. Wyatt says, not this time. He takes it. Coast to coast. Up. Buckets. Count it. Here we go. Wyatt Roberts from downtown. The triple. Come down to the wire. Wyatt pushing it up the floor. Trying to foul. Trying to steal. Foul comes too little, too late. Game over. Grizzlies win 31-24. They would go on to play Thursday night in the championship game against the Jazz. Grizzlies win opening tip-off. Wyatt going to try and set the tone right out of the gates. A little give and go. Shake and bake. To the rack. Count it. 4-2. This Jazz team here is undefeated on the season. They have not lost a single game. Last time at the end of the first quarter, 14-9. Wyatt, Owen, the Grizzlies are down. Owen there working hard, gets the bucket and the foul. But this Jazz team, like I said, they have not lost a game all year. The last time the Grizzlies faced them, they lost by 1. We'll see what they can do. Owen working the rebound again, and he's just a beast on the boards. Grizzlies are hanging in there. Big rebound by Wyatt. He pushes up the side, coming hard, coming fast. Goes to the rack. No good. Rebound. Jazz. Rebound. Owen Schaefer again. Swings it out up top. Gets the ball back. Rewarded for his hustle. That's 2 points for Owen. Grizzlies are up at the end of the third quarter by 3, 29-26. This one's going to come down to the wire. Wyatt looking for Owen. Owen working it. Sticks with it. Count it. The Grizzlies are working the defense. Come up with a steal right here on this possession. Great job. Pushing it up court. Here we go with another defensive possession. Wyatt with the strip. Owen cleaning up the scraps. We've got 39-39 tie with 17 seconds left. As you can see right here, a little isolation play. Screen, double team. Shot goes up. It appears to be an air ball out of bounds. Grizzlies think they have the ball with 4 seconds left. Unfortunately, that was not the case. The ball was awarded to the Jazz, and due to my frustration, I did not get the video of the final play, inbound play. Jazz go up for the shot and fouled on the shot, go to the free throw line, hit one, and win the game by 1. Great experience for these boys. I really enjoyed watching them play together. There was typically only 5 boys there, so they got plenty of playing time. No rest, but plenty of playing time. Very well coached. Appreciate the coach's energy, and it was a real confidence booster for these boys. So looking forward to what they can do in the upcoming basketball season, the middle school basketball season, and hopefully we run into some of these boys along the way. But Owen and Wyatt will continue their basketball experience um, come November at eighth grade basketball. So once again, just an awesome year for these guys and a great thing to see them grow. Big shout out and congratulations to my Warrior, Wyatt Charles. Wyatt has officially been selected to play with the Ann Arbor A's 14U baseball team for the 25-26 season. This is a huge step for Wyatt in his baseball journey. The Ann Arbor A's are known for developing talented players, competing at a high level, and preparing athletes for the future both on and off the field. Being chosen for this team is not just about talent, it's also a reflection of Wyatt's hard work, dedication, and love for the game. Over the years, Wyatt has spent countless hours practicing, training, and competing, always striving to improve and push himself to the next level. From early mornings at the field to late nights working on his swing, this accomplishment shows what determination and passion can achieve. We're excited to watch him grow as a player and a teammate in the A's organization, and we can't wait to see what the upcoming season brings. Um, Proud doesn't even begin to cover it. This is just the beginning of something special. Way to go, Wyatt. You've earned it. You deserve it.
Sunday, September 7th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Grass Lake Parks and Trails baseball softball fields. The Grass Lake Sports and Entertainment Group will be putting on 5-tool training baseball camp for kids ages 10 to 14 years old. That will include fielding, base running, and hitting. Each session is a 1 hour and will be split into two age groups, 10 through 12 and 13 through 14. Instructions by current college baseball players and high level high school players. Concessions are available and merchandise will be for sale. Admission is $60 per camper before August 24th. Registration after August 24th is $75. You can email Grass Lake Sports and Entertainment Group, or I will also include that registration link in the description. Once again, September 7th, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
It's always great to be able to see our young Warriors continue their athletic and educational career beyond high school. So let's all take a moment to congratulate our Grass Lake senior Colin Knight on his decision to pursue his academic and athletic career at Spring Arbor University and play baseball. Colin is a testament of the Warrior baseball standards to keep it positive and work hard. He utilizes every moment on and off the field to be an exceptional student and teammate. We look forward to being able to see Colin compete in Grass Lake for one more year, but at Spring Arbor, obviously it's not too far down the road, so his family and friends will continue to be able to watch him compete at the next level. Once again, congratulations, big shout out to Grass Lake senior Colin Knight. Just a reminder as our fall sports season kicks off to support our Warrior Club. And a good way to support our Warrior Club is to volunteer in the concession stand at the high school for the high school sporting events. Uh, our biggest concession night of the year are usually varsity football games. Kim Wright coordinates that, and she's created a sign up genius to get you guys involved every night for Friday Night Lights. She needs 9 concession workers. Good news is I see that majority of those nights are filled. There's still a few spots available on 1010 and 1024. So if you're interested in supporting the Warrior Club and supporting our student athletes, get signed up, help out with the concession stand. Like I said, I see some of these earlier events are filled, but it never hurts to get a hold of Kim Wright, let her know, hey, if something happens, somebody can't make it, give me a shout, Kim, and I'll come in and fill in. Obviously, she wants nine adult workers there on Friday nights for the varsity games. So 9 is the number. Obviously, things happen where people can't make it. So if she's got somebody to fall back on, that's great. So like I said, don't hesitate to just shoot her a message and say, hey, I know it's full, but you can count on me if in a pinch. So also, I believe the JV games are all filled up. So thank you, Warrior parents, volunteers, for making that happen. Once again, I'll leave this Sign Up Genius link in the description so that you can help support the Warrior Club who supports our student athletes. As had been previously mentioned on the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report, members of the Grass Lake girls varsity basketball 2021 state champions, Alexis Bargasser and Abry Cabana, returned to Grass Lake. They were at the high school last Wednesday night for a get in the gym clinic for some girls basketball. Um, they were joined by current girls varsity basketball coach, Coach Saltz, and former basketball coach, Coach Cabana. It was a good day in the gym for these girls, a good experience for these girls, and we appreciate Aubrey and Alexis returning to Grass Lake to share their knowledge of the game and their experiences. And I'm sure that these girls had the experience of a lifetime, and they will remember this for a long, long time. So, once again, thank you to those two girls for returning and giving back to the community.
Don't forget to get geared up for this upcoming season. You can get all your Grass Lake Warrior gear, Warrior wear at the Sideline BSN Sports website. They have a number of different items: hoodies, t-shirts, polos, sweatshirts, hats. Also, a number of different uh, logos and designs that you can choose from. They have specialty items for men, women, kids. You can get jackets, pants. There's stuff for toddlers. Anything you want, you can order right from here, have it shipped to the house. But as always, just remember that the Warrior Club will have the Warrior Wagon stocked at all home events at the high school. So make sure, like I said, make sure you get your Warrior gear for this upcoming season. Cheer on the Warriors from the stands.
There are also a number of sports specific, team specific shops open right now. The Grass Lake High School football program has their shop open for another 10 days, 11 hours and 54 minutes. As you see here, the Sprint all team shop products are printed and shipped within 1 to 2 business days. We ordered ours and probably had them at the house and within about a week. So it's quick turnaround on this specific shop right here. I know from firsthand experience, but they've got t-shirts, men's, women's t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, hoodies, jackets, sweatpants, shorts, backpacks, duffel bags, whatever you want, whatever you need to get geared up for this fall football season. The youth program also has their shop open for the football gear. That's open for another 19 days. 19 days, 11 hours, and 53 minutes. A little bit different logo on these, so something a little bit different if you want, but this is for the Grass Lake Youth Football Program. That's the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade program. Once again, t-shirts, plenty of t-shirts for you to choose from, some sweatshirts, hoodies, a lot of the same gear that we just looked at, but a little different. And like I said, a little bit different logo on there. But be sure to get that on your radar, get that loaded. And once again, that same thing. All team shop products are printed and shipped within 1 to 2 business days. So quick turnaround on those products as well. The one last shop that I know of that's still open. This is through Inksoft. This is for the soccer team. They've still got this shop open, so you can jump on here. Get They've got tumblers, vinyl decals, but sweatshirts, soccer specific T-shirts. So as you can see, there's plenty of chances to get geared up for this fall sports season. Whatever the sport might be, soccer, cross country, volleyball, football, make sure you've got your warrior gear. You are ready to go. Uh, if you show up at the ticket table to get into the game and you don't have any warrior gear on, I think they charge you double. So make sure you got your warrior gear. As always, don't forget to visit the official Grass Lake Warriors athletic site. You can find that on the Grass Lake Schools website. It's got all your should have all your results and upcoming events, and we have upcoming next week, Monday. We have girls varsity golf at 1 p.m. the Napoleon Jamboree out at Goss's Green Valley on M50. Later on in the evening, 5 p.m. boys JV soccer against Columbia Central at Stoker Field. Following that, around 6:30, completion of the JV game. The varsity team will also take on Columbia Central at Stoker Field. Then follow that up on Tuesday afternoon, 5:30 p.m. The girls JV volleyball will play Livonia, Clarenceville at Grass Lake High School, and that will be followed by the varsity girls volleyball, approximately 6:30 p.m. at Grass Lake High School. Then on Wednesday, the 27th, the girls varsity golf will compete again, 1 p.m. at Columbia Central at Clark Lake Golf Course. Later on in the afternoon, we have middle school football, 4:30 p.m. at Columbia Central High School. That will be the middle school's first game of the season. Also, later on that evening at Michigan Center, the boys varsity soccer team will compete. That is at Michigan Center Soccer Field, Michigan Center High School. The boys varsity team, that's a 5:30 start time Wednesday. Also, Wednesday night at Grass Lake High School, the JV football team will have their first game against Madison High School. Followed up on Thursday night, 7 p.m. at Madison High School down in Adrian, the boys varsity will kick off their season. So that's what we've got on tap for this week. Big week, lots of home events kicking off. So plenty of opportunities to see our Warriors compete this week. Let's make it happen. And that wraps up this week's edition of the Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report. As we look ahead to the fall season, remember, this channel isn't just about reporting scores or covering games. It's about building a stronger connection within our community. Every athlete, every team, every family has a story worth celebrating, and that's exactly what we're here to do. Whether it's a Friday night touchdown, a last minute goal on a soccer field, a cross country runner finding one more gear, a middle school player stepping onto the court for the very first time, a fifth grader making his first interception, or a kindergartner playing under the lights on the Joe Betchel football field. Those are the moments that matter. They're the ones that teach resilience, teamwork, and warrior pride. But this channel can only grow with your support. So if you enjoy what I'm doing, don't just watch, get involved. Share these episodes, send me your highlights, and let me know the stories you'd like to see told. The more voices we bring together, the stronger this platform becomes for our kids and our coaches. Fall sports are just getting started, and I can already tell it's going to be an unforgettable season. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting our athletes, and thank you for helping make Grass Lake Sports Weekly Report a true reflection of our community spirit. We'll see you next week with more highlights, more stories, and more reasons to be proud to wear navy and gold. Until then, God bless our kids, God bless our community, and go Warriors!